Hi there, it's Ruth from aRTful Stampin'. I want to show you a really cool technique that I've discovered this week. I've not seen it being demonstrated anywhere else, and when I came up with it I thought, why haven't I thought of that before? Anyway, what I wanted to do was create a repeating pattern on a piece of vellum. So this is what I made with the vellum, the card I made with the vellum. But if I turn it over, you'll be able to see the repeating pattern on the flip side. Obviously, you know, if you wanted to create a bigger piece and use it for, I don't know, scrapbooking, card making, your world's your oyster really, in terms of using your own imagination for whatever stamps you want to use and what repeat pattern. Anyway. I'm going to show you very simply how I did it. Here we go, ta-da! And what I've done is I've used my stampin' marker and I've marked dots at every, I'm using the inch side, just to let you know. You can use, of the grid paper, you can use the centimetre side if you want to. I just found this worked well for the little flower from the Stipple Blossoms stamp set. If you're using a different size flower or stamp, then of course you would just change it, and I will talk to you about that in a minute. Okay, so here I've marked, oh, and I can see I've already made a mistake. Okay, we're going to ignore that bit. Okay, so if we look down here, ignore that one. If you look down here, I've got the dots at increments of the six squares, little squares, and then I've counted up 3 and then gone to the middle there, and then counted 6 across, and then 3 up there, and then 6 across, and then 3, and it kind of makes sense. Okay, so here I've made a mistake, so we're going to ignore this bit here. Actually, I think I'll cross it out because otherwise I'm going to really confuse myself. Okay, so I'll carry on making some dots down here so I can fill my piece of vellum. Okay, so I've got my Stamp-A-Majig here, and I'm just going to get it ready. So this is the way we use it. We use the plastic sheet that comes with it, and you just butt, I think it's such a funny word, but anyway, that's the best word I can think of to use. You butt the plastic up to the set square of the Stamp-A-Majig. Get some ink and decide which direction you want your stamp to go, and I want this petal at the top, so this is the direction I'm going to do it. Make sure it's really closely tight into the corner, then press down, and then you've got your template there. Okay, and then I'm going to clean this off because I don't want to use the normal ink for this, because I want this to dry quite quickly. I'm going to use the StazOn, the black StazOn that we do. Of course, all these items that you're seeing are available in the current 2014-2015 catalogue. Okay, so then I get my vellum paper, or vellum card rather, and I'm just going to place it over where I want the pattern to go, and then stick it down with some washi tape. I've got a spare little bit here. Let's come on, see if that'll work. That's just to stop it moving around. I'm just going to move my paper up a little bit so that, there we go. Get some ink, then bring my plastic sheet back in, and I'm going to line my flower so the centre goes right over in the middle of the dot that I created. I'm going to put the Stamp-A-Majig back there, and then stamp. It's as simple as that. Okay, so flower over the dot, bring my Stamp-A-Majig in, and then stamp. Okay, I'm actually going to miss those ones out because I think the ink is just drying, so I'm just going to move it over. I'll come back to those ones in a minute. Okay, and as you can see, I'm building up a very uniform pattern with these little flowers. I'm not going to do much more because I think you get the idea. So you can use this technique any way you wish. I mean, you could use a smaller stamp if you want, or you know, like a small circle stamp, or there's some lovely little heart designs. So if you wanted a whole sheet of hearts on vellum, you could probably do the dots closer together, and that would look really lovely. Okay, so this is the last one I'm going to do because I think you get the idea. Okay, so very simply and quickly you can see that you can build up a whole sheet of uniform pattern there. Okay, now what I wanted to do was have a little play with a design that's more of a rectangle shape. So here I've got the anchor from the Guy Greetings stamp set. I just wanted to sort of show you, as I was doing it, how I would figure out the spacing. So what I'm going to do is stamp the actual image on the grid paper and just kind of count how many squares it kind of takes up, really. Okay, so I stamped it there. I'll close this up. And I'm just going to box this off to get kind of an idea. Okay, so I can see here that I've used up 5 squares across and 2, 4, 6, 7 squares down. Okay, so I want to do my first row of dots at every 5 squares, so 2, 4, 5. Actually, I might do it, give it a little bit more space and do it every 6. Actually, I think I'm going to go there. 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6. And then I'm going to align the central, where the anchor kind of like crosses, there's like that middle section there. I don't know if you can see that clearly. I'm going to align that with my dots. Okay, so I think I'm going to want to do the repeat 2, 4, 5. I don't want to give it 10 across the top, sorry, the lengthwise. So I think I'm going to go for maybe doing it about there. This is all a little bit of an experiment, and we'll kind of see if it works, and if it doesn't, we'll have another go. But it's just to give you an idea of how you can kind of figure it out yourself with any stamp sets that you have. Okay, I think I might just go for that and see if it works. 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 5. Okay, right, let's see what happens. Where's my washi tape? Okay, here it is. Okay, I'm not going to have a finished card to show you, but this is more a technique video so that you can hopefully have a go at home with your craft supplies. Okay, so let's ink this baby up. Now, because it's photopolymer, I'm not going to need to use the Stampin' for this, but I'm just going to stand up to try and, oh, no, I can't stand up, to try and align that. Not better. Okay. Okay, the stays on ink is a little bit sticky, so that's why it's sticking a little. Ooh, I'm quite liking how this is turning out. Okay, as you can see, I'm building up speed here, so the more you do, I'm sure you'll build up some speed as well. Now, these might be quite fun to colour in afterwards. Okay, I think there'd be another dot there, wouldn't there? I might just go for it and fill those ones in, so that you have a really true covered piece of paper. Oh, I think it just moved then. Put that back. Okay, well, I am really pleased how this has turned out. I might even just really quickly grab a marker pen and see what it looks like. Coloured in, we'll go for some gold anchors, I think. Well, yellow. This is the Hello Honey marker pen. Let's see what this looks like. So I'm flipping it over to colour on the back of the where I've stamped, because then the crisp black image on the right side will look really sharp. So I'm just very quickly colouring this in. I don't have to be... Okay, let's see if I can find some piece of white cardstock so you can see what it looks like. Okay, so there we go. That's my technique how to a sheet of vellum very quickly and simply, using a grid paper, using your marker pens, and basically being able to count and make your marks, and